Dayton shot the ball in that crowd. That's probably the best they've played this year.
Well, I mean, I think we had a lot to do with it, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, they start off and a guy who's shooting 18%, it's 2 first-half threes. But, unfortunately, the things I was concerned about showed themselves. Their speed and quickness, us trying to guard the dribble penetration. I was disappointed in our ability to finish around the basket today. We have to do a better job than that. I think a stat, again, is the 15 offensive rebounds and only 6 second-chance points. We have to do a much better job of finishing. We have to do a much better job of getting the ball into our post players. They have to do a better job of working to get the ball. But it was just a conglomeration. We started off well in the second half and then just didn't do the things you need to do to win on the road.
Yeah, was that the defining stretch? You cut it to 1, and then they went on that spurt?
Well, I mean, obviously that was a big part in the game. We must have had 9 turnovers in the second half. I think we had 5 in the first half. All the things that we talked about. We didn't get to the free throw line until 8 minutes to go in the game. Didn't shoot 1 free throw. I've been on that other side, so I know how that goes here. But you just have to do a better job. You have to be more aggressive, and you got to be tougher in some certain areas of the game.
Offensively, how did you think? I know you had some dry spells, but all in all, you mentioned the not being able to get the second chance points. What did you think of your team's offensive execution?
Well, we got screwed up because when you got down, they were really small, and so we had to go small, and so screwed us up a little bit. And obviously, when you shoot 30% in the second half and have 9 turnovers, your execution during the crunch time wasn't as good as it needs to be.
2 more things. What did you think now, or what are you going to do now with the short break? What do the guys do leading up to the game on the 30th, Coach?
Well, the guys get a couple days off for Christmas, and obviously got a little time, a little rest. They didn't get anything off on Thanksgiving, so they'll get it off at Christmas right now. Get a couple days, and we'll come back, and we got to bounce back. We're 8-3 right now. Played some good basketball. We didn't play well tonight. So now we need to, keep getting better. That's the thing. We said, this was an important month for our development as a team, and we didn't make a step tonight that we could have made in a tough environment against a very good shooting team. And that goes a little bit. We need to keep working so we start making some shots when we have some open looks as well, and we just got to keep sticking at it.
Yeah, and lastly, you and I talked about it before the game, but 4 of 20 from 3, and that's just not a number that you expect to continue to see from your team.
Well, I mean, there's a couple things. We got to take a look. We have enough data now, so we have to take a look and say, I don't coach this way, but should those guys who are going 1 for 6 and 1 for 5, should they be taking those right now? Because what it does do, Brandon, it puts so much pressure on your defense. So now every defensive mistake is catastrophic because you work for a good shot, you get an open 3, and you don't make it. Well, then that's something you got to take a look at, because maybe you get to a point where we can't maybe shoot those, or maybe shoot the first time you're open, you don't shoot it. And so that's just something, we played 11 games now. I think we got enough data where we need to start looking at that.
Okay, Coach. Still 8-3 through 11 games, so certainly some positives right now. I know it's tough after this loss, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure we take a look and say, not many teams come in here and win the game. I just wish we would have played a little better. I wish we would have played a lot better in the second half. All right.